Hello, let's talk about how to do sharing in Google Suites, how to share files and folders. Most of you are going to get into Google Drive or My Drive. Frequently you do it from your email. You're doing email, you come over here to the right and you choose the little jar full of M&Ms or whatever you want to call it, and you choose Drive, and it opens up My Drive. And this is where 99% of the problems happen. Notice I'm in My Drive, and over here I'm in the correct account. So for this class, I'm going to want to share this with my classmates who all have ATSU accounts. So I want to have my ATSU account. As opposed to if I was over here doing my mail and I'm logged in with my personal Gmail account, and now I open Drive. It looks just like the other one initially, except I'm not logged in my ATSU account. So anything I create while in Drive, while I'm in my personal Drive, when I go to share it, it's not going to do well with the ATSU people, the classmates, and that horrible professor you have that's so mean. So let's go back here. You want to make sure from the get-go that you are in your mail signed in to your student account. Then when you open Drive, you want to check again. I have no idea why, but sometimes Google doesn't keep track, right? And it puts you in a different thing. So just come over here and look again. Make sure you're still in your ATSU. Then you've probably all done this before, but let me see. What I would do if you haven't already done it is make a folder, call it DMSc 8120 Ed Tech, okay, and create, and it brings you right to it. So double click on it so it's open. Now you're ready to work because now you're in the right account. Anything you make from the new menu, any documents, any sheets, your slides for your presentation for assignment 1, Google Forms, whatever it is, anything you create at this point by default is going to get stored in this drive. So let's do that. So you're getting ready to do your first discussion. You come up here, always name your doc so you can find it later. So discussion, this isn't your first one. This is like week 3, okay? And then you're gonna do your discussion. And now you don't have to save it with Google. It saves automatically, right? All we have to do is we have to get the link that we can put into Canvas so that all of the classmates can see it. So you come over here where it says share in the upper right corner. And right now, if you hover over it, you see that this document is private to me only. So the way it is right now, nobody else can see it. I can't see it as the professor. Nobody can see it. So we want to change that because we want people to be able to see it if we give them the link. So what we do is we come in here, and there's 2 different boxes for sharing. The first one is if you only want to share it with 1 or 2 people, or frequently what I do is I put in my personal Gmail account right there so that if I mess up and I come in and I'm in my personal Gmail, it still shows up. But in our case, we want a link. So come down here where it says Get Link, and you see that restricted. Only people added can open this link. Well, up here is where you add the people, and unless you want to add all 28 or whatever of your classmates, that's not going to work. What you want to do is you want to create a link, change link to AT Still University, click on that, And now you see AT Still University. Anyone in this group with this link can view. There's our second problem, is that most of you got to this point, you copied this link into Canvas, but then we could only view it, we couldn't comment on it, which is what we want to be able to do. So before you copy the link, come over here where it says Viewer, click on the little down arrow, and you can choose Viewer, Commenter, or Editor. Editor is what you give to the person that you're doing the group project with, so that they can get in and they can edit it the same way you can. You don't really want all your classmates to have edit privileges, because if somebody gets mad at you, they could delete your file. You can go get it, probably, but maybe not. But more importantly, if they get confused and they think they're commenting when really they're doing this, that, and the other, they can damage your file. So what we want is, you either want people only to be able to look at it, or you want people to be able to comment. So in this class, you want everything to be able to comment. So anyone in this group, which is AT Still University, with this link can comment, and then you come up and you copy the link. It's copied into the clipboard. You hit done, and now you go over to Canvas and you paste that link. Let me, and all you have to do to paste it, it's in the clipboard, so Control V or Command V or whatever with your, whichever computer you're using. Now, when somebody clicks on that and opens it, see, it just opened another copy of it. But now when it opens and I come over here, it shows that it's shared with anybody with the link can open it. Okay? And they should be, if you click on share, you can see anybody with this group can comment. That's what we want. Now let's say you've already done it and you did it where, let me reset it here. Let's set it to Viewer, which is the default. So when you make something and you come up here to share and you say get link and you copy the link, that's where we make the problem, because the default is just to be able to view it. So now if you copy that link into Canvas and somebody clicks on it, they can cut what, like me, I come in, and about half of you had done this. I came in, I could see it, but I couldn't comment on it. And you want us to be able to comment on it. That's the purpose of the discussion, is rather than have to, you know, it's good to be able to comment right on the document. You can put it in the discussion board, but either way. So remember, you'd want to change it. You want to make sure that it's anybody at AT Still University, and you want to come over here and change it to commenter. And before you hit done, copy the link, hit done, and then you paste your link in someplace. I think that about does it. Let me know if it's confusing. It confused me for years. I would get so frustrated because I'd be working, I'd come over here, I'd open up Drive, and I'd start working, and I couldn't find the files, I couldn't, all this stuff, and it's because I wasn't in the right, I wasn't logged in as the right user. So keep that in mind, and please don't hesitate to give me a call if you have questions.